Hey guys, Battleblood here. So I've hopped into the test room just now and we're going to check some things out. But before I do that, I'm going to go over that link to the test room notes on the announcements page. So I'm going to click on there and go over them, and then we're going to explore what they look like in game. So you have it both in text form and in game form. So with the new world Zafaria, that's with the Z, I'm guessing because of the zebra inhabitants, wizards can now achieve level 70. So that means if you've hit 60, you've no longer see the experience bar in the live game. But if you have the subscription or if you've made a purchase with crowns recently, you should be able to access level 70 on the test drone. So with that, there's going to be 7 new spells added that are school-based, and these are called the level 68 spells. And I think we've deducted a few of them through, maybe most of them actually, through the video, and then one of them has been slightly revealed, but not all the way. So if you're looking at the test realm notes, you would see that the 7 cards are laid out in a overlapped view, kind of spread out, and you can see that there's fire at the very bottom, and then the basilisk, which is the new myth spell, being listed at the top. The basilisk is a DOT, which does a combined total of about 1200 damage, or no, 1150 damage over 3 rounds, and it's also stuns. And a lot of these other cards, I believe, have some special effects added to them too. So pretty excited about that. It looks like we also have the Chimera spell for the Balance School, the Woolly Mammoth for Ice, Katzenstein's Monster for Death. The Storm one I'll talk a little bit about. Then there's a life spell, which we saw in the video, the Gnome. And Fire, it looks like it starts with RA something. It might be Rain or Rage of Fire or something, but it's basically a volcano spell. Now the Storm one, if you're looking at the notes here, you would see that Baelstrom will send you Stone Wizards on a quest that's called Siren's Fiction. And looking at that card, you can slightly see some blonde, like dirty blonde hair with like a humanistic shoulder shown right there, looking like a female character. So with the and then the card begins with an S, I believe. It's hard to see since it's being covered up by the Katzenstein's Monster card, but it looks like it will be a siren. And on that card you can see that it affects a charm in some way, whether it's positive or negative. I guess we'll have to find out when we quest through that. But yes, the new storm spell will be a siren, it looks like. So if you don't know what those are, they are typically the evil type of mermaid. So it's almost like it's almost like the Little Mermaid from Disney, but sirens are typically evil in that they like to lure sailors with their songs. So then, they would sing out to their victims, and those sailors kind of would end up being entranced, and they'll actually sail the ship into the rocks, crash, and that's how the sirens, I guess, hunt or feed. So, anyways, and I've noticed something pretty cool. Alhazred in Crocotopia has the new spell for the Chimera for Balance students. It's called the Puro Project. And Puro is actually Dr. Puro, or Puro, whatever, however you want to pronounce, or however you want to say that, is the pet scientist. Which I really think that this is a formal nod over to the Petnome project itself. I can't see any other reason why would they want to call it the project as opposed to, what would you call a quest that sends you onto a path to pick up the Chimera, which looks like a combination of 3 animals. So maybe he's got some weird splicing projects going on, creating new hybrids, and instead of creating a new pet, he created like a new spell of some sort. So who knows? But I really think that's a really cool nod over the Petnome project. And I know there's a lot of like community figures that are being represented in the game. I'm hearing that there's a character that looks like the Friendly Necromancer, for example, and I think there are some other references out there. Oh, and then the new crafting drum, which I'll read about, also may refer to Steven Spiritcaller from Ravenwood Radio. So I think that's kind of cool that how they gave us a little nod in those aspects within the game itself. I think that's really nice that they're kind of merging, the community base along with the game base. But moving on, we've got the new Astro spells. These will be obtained at level 64 or level 66. And so you'll get these spells not through training them, but eventually it seems like everyone will be getting them because you'll be getting them through quests. So I'm going to make a prediction off the bat here. I'm going to say that it's got to be the Sunblade and the Moonblade, which gives well, if you've looked at Celestia and the different types of spells they've casted, you'll notice that sometimes when they're casting a moon when they're casting like a sun or a moon spell, that they'll get 3 blades of the current existing schools. So I really think it's got to be those Astro blades for all players to get at such high levels. I don't really see another like specific sun, moon, or star spell being given to all players, other than those blades. So I mean, that's just my prediction right there. All right, next item on the list here is armor piercing. So I'm kind of thinking about, well, this is allowing us to do even more damage, potential damage. Now I'm thinking about PvP. Okay, well, we haven't been given some. I'm assuming that some of our gear in Zafaria will give us much more block. I'm hoping. But armor piercing basically allows you to ignore some of the current resist on some of your wizards. So for example, if you have 50% resistance, someone with 20% armored piercing hitting you with an attack will ignore 20% of that resistance. So technically you're only resisting 30% of that overall damage. So that's pretty powerful right there. That's that's not as wild as critical is, which is like 100% blade, but that's really interesting that now you can ignore damage. I mean, I assume that maybe a new mechanic would be some extra defense against criticals, but if they're adding armor piercing along with critical, I wonder if there's going to be a balance of those later on. For example, the more armor piercing you have, the less critical that you'll be receiving, and I hope it's kind of that way. So then you can't just stack up damage and over and over. And through the armor piercing, that would be added on to some of the existing sun spell cards, which are the I'm gonna log in here with main Battleblood just so I don't time out. And we're probably gonna get some interesting messages, but and some interesting sounds, I assume. No, not yet. Okay. Well, armor piercing, again, the sun spells of Sniper and Unstoppable have been changed. They'll still give the same amount of accuracy bonuses, but they'll also come with the extra and the new stat called armor piercing. So Sniper will have 5%, Unstoppable will have 10%, and then this new sun spell, I believe that's what they're giving to us, or adding to the Sun School. Called Extraordinary, which gives 30% accuracy and 15% armor piercing. So we'll have to find out how that works. Now, armor piercing doesn't work against curses. So I mean, if you want to weaken someone, that's totally fine. You just won't ignore that 25 debuff from say weakness from the balance school. Now, pet feeding. This is what I wanted to jump into right away. Basically, what you can do is take up a pet that needs to eat. Oh, check that out! Look, the pets now have their ages added onto their name. So now it's Baby Grimscarab and not just Grimscarab, Baby, etc. That's kind of interesting. So I'll take this Grimscarab. So he's got, and as you can see, he's got 0 experience. Now what I'm going to do is feed him one of these expensive crown items. I can't feed him another pet, and I can't feed him a house, unfortunately, which would violate a lot of wizarding laws, I suppose. I don't really know. Yay, mega snacks. Alright, I'm going to harvest these, get them out of the way. They'll be ready for basically pet training. So I got some free extra mega snacks without having to purchase them with crowns. That's what I like to do with Talos potatoes. Sometimes just leave it when you know a test room is going to be coming, and then you can go ahead and harvest them as is. Some of these are dying because KI did copy these characters over at some point. And now you can see there is the new stat page, which is pretty interesting. Let's see. So right here you've got the experience with the taking up the entire horizontal distance of the stat page. Give me a sec, I'll harvest these to reduce the lag and then head in here. Okay. So let's look at the new stat page again. So this is the basic stat page where you have just damage, resistance, and accuracy listed along with your energy, crowns, immunity tickets. The only thing that's I guess really kind of changed is this experience spot, and maybe they have to have enough room to fit, you know, the increasing amounts of experience that we'll need in order to level up. So let's take a look at the advanced characteristics or statistics, which players, as they've listed here, under level 10 cannot see, because this would be confusing. They won't be able to have pips. There isn't usually an incoming stats for low levels like that, stun resistance, armor piercing, etc. So now you can kind of gauge how much stun resist you have and how much armor piercing you have, and power pips, etc. So here's your block rating, critical rating, per usual. Let me see, any 23 pages of badges. Let's see if they've given us any free ones to take. Nope, not this. Okay, well, nothing there. Alright, so let's check out this pet feeding thing once I get back into the house. And this one's I'm really excited about, but from the feedback I've been hearing, not a lot of people really like it. So I want to see if I can feed him some of the furniture. I know you can't feed him your house, which, you know, makes sense. You don't want to just throw away everything, or one of those epic bundle houses. That would be a disaster. So shared bank, I've got this augmented mantle thing I'm probably never going to use again. So they've changed the format a little bit, you know, based all these how they word all your stats and whatnot. I mean, I see a little tiny change, but so anyways, I'm gonna move that to my backpack. Let's take some of this stuff that I got from Halfang, from Vestralin. Here's the Umbo Cowl that I bought or got in a pack thanks to someone, and take some of these energy masks. Okay. See, Chill Kiss coat. One of those Cow Pearl amulets for sure. So looks like the level requirement is no longer listed at the bottom of the stat page. It's actually lifted up there right above where it says give one card. So before it used to say level 52 only at the bottom, which I think was a much cleaner format. I don't know if moving it up there is really necessary, you know, but whatever. Maybe they have some other plans for us. And Witch's Star necklace, move to backpack. Ice Mastery amulet. Well, my Battleblood's not going to use that, so I might as well take that. See what I can do with it. Heart Steel I'm not really going to use in the test realm, so not too worried about that. Let's see. Can't feed them other pets. I heard you can't feed them seeds now, which is kind of disappointing. Well, maybe kind of is an understatement. Very disappointing. Alright, so let's see how this works. As you can see, when you open up your backpack, you now have a new option. You can either trash, equip, or feed the pet. So, Baby Grim Scarab's got nothing right now. I'm going to feed him this augmented mantle right here. So, and when you guys do feed your pets on the test realm, you know, if you have access to that, or on the live realm, there's actually a new form that we've released from the Petnome project, and it's called the Pet Buffet Survey. Or if you want to go totally French, Pay Buffet Survey, but whatever. To visit there, you would type into your browser URL http www.tinyurl.com/ that's /Petnome feed. So that's PETNOMEFEED. So Petnome feed, and that'll take you to, or you know, you can just type it in Google. I mean, I'm gonna try this out. Pet Buffet Survey. Actually type in Wizard101 Pet Buffet Survey. It's not showing up yet, but maybe when we get enough visitors, it'll show up at the top of the pages. So, anyways, if you, again, the direct link should be in the comments section below, but it's also tinyurl.com/petnomefeed. Put my name in the form right here. What pet do I have? I have a Grim Scarab aged baby. Okay, what did I feed it? I feed it the augmented mantle. Okay, let's see what I got. I got 600 gold out of that. So, I mean, if I sold it to the crown shop, it would have probably been, you know, like 200 or 300 gold. So 600 gold right here, and this doesn't, you can't flip these for anything. So that's that. So, alright, that's great. Now let's feed it this barbaric helm from Halfang. So, it's refilling this form over and over again, which is sort of like the old Petnome project, but this one will keep track, and we'll try to keep, you know, see if there's a certain pattern to what kinds of items are being fed and what certain rewards are popping out. So I have a Grim Scarab once again. It's still a baby. I'm going to feed it the barbaric helm. Now let's see if it's random. I might be able to pick up 2 barbaric helms, but I only got 594 gold, unfortunately, and he still has 0 experience. Even though it says 1 out of each stat, which is interesting. Huh, that's weird. Should they have 1 out of every stat? I have to pick up a new pet to see. Let's go for the baby life bat. Oh, that one has some stats on it. Alright, now I need an actual baby. Here's one I probably did not raise. Okay, well I get a default of 1. Never mind. Maybe I've never noticed it before. Okay, so that was fun. Alright, Blustering Bear Hat. Let's see what this gets. Much less gold than if you sold it to the bazaar. So there are some setbacks to this, and it seems like you have to, you know, this is my theory, you have to go into Zafaria, get those items, and feed them to your pet then. How about this Umbral Cow? Dark Rates Umbral Cow. Grim Scarab. Age baby. I'm gonna go dark rates. Umbral cow. Let's see what this gives me. Well, 748 gold. So not you know, it's kind of anticlimactic now that you're looking at this. What about this extra energy mask? Green Warden's energetic mask. Only 822 gold. So not seeing any really, you know, significant rewards of some sort that will make you go, wow, you can just feed anything to it. But you know, I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive and counterproductive when J. Todd said, you know, you don't have to go to the bazaar anymore to drop off your items. If you need to get rid of little items, you can get it through there. You don't have to sell to the bazaar all the time. But it seems like you benefit much more by selling to the bazaar. Really ironic, huh? So, anyways, here's the Cowl's Pearl Amulet. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to get out of this, but let's hope it's better. Only 2,000 out of, you know, a possible 8,000 that I could have gotten. So definitely not a good trade-off. Let's see. What if it's a crafted item? So how about this? How about this Raven Shadow necklace? You know what? I'm not even gonna use that anymore. Ice Blade Vial. Only 336 gold. So again, anticlimactic overall. What did I feed my pet? That was the Ice Blade Vial. And I only got 336 gold for it. Well, maybe, I don't know. There's a little theory that I have. Maybe it's based on, I don't know, what age your pet is or what school it is. I mean, that'll be something that we'll have to look at. Now, if I feed the Ice Mastery Amulet, let's see if that's worth anything. No, it didn't give me any. Whoa, it gave me 6 experience, it seems. Or that could have been from some other items. I'm not really sure. It didn't really tell me what I got out of that. But, okay, well, what if I feed another Mastery Amulet? Let's feed the balance. Okay, feed the balanced Mastery Amulet. Yes, please. We got 2,500 gold. Well, that's, and only, yeah, so no change there, but I did get it 6 experience out of the blue, out of nowhere. It didn't really tell me. So let me see, what age is it, baby? So this is the Balanced Mastery Amulet, and I got 2,500 gold. Whoop-de-doo. Not a good trade-off, obviously. Somewhere I got pit experience, but I don't know where. I'm gonna do one more time before we head out. Let's give these Green Warden's Brilliant Boots 880. Oh, whoop-de-doo. So, what age is it? Baby. And what did I feed it? Green Warden's Brilliant Boots. And I got 880 gold for that. Whoop-de-doo. So, pet. I mean, there are different ways to raise your pet now, especially with Grub Guardian coming out, the new minigame. But, I don't know. It's a tough call. So, I guess we won't be doing any of that then. And again, you can't feed pets other pets, which would be interesting. What about this Ring of Winter Bite? No, I'm not gonna bother. I can feed it Dex? Yeah, I can feed it Dex. So here's my Sub-Zero deck, which is technically my PvP deck. Let's get rid of this. Sub-Zero deck, only 423 gold. So, yeah, someone did get some 4 experience when they fed a holiday item to their pet. So, I'm gonna try that out and see if I have any holiday items to feed it. Maybe that'll help. So I've got the noble hat. Nope, I don't need that. Noble hat, dragon riders, yada yada. All right, savory shroud. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it doesn't really. Wolverine's helm is a true crowns item that you can only buy. But let's see. What do you know? Auction items. Or Malistairs. Yeah, I miss how it says no auction at the very bottom of each of these items. No, it doesn't do that, so you're gonna have to look elsewhere. Okay, let's try to feed the bunny feet. What else? Ooh, stab. I forgot about that. Leprechaun's bounty. Sanguine scepter. Springs bounty, red heart, scepter to the springs, silly pumpkin staff. There we go. Maybe staff of the querent. Staff of the king. Staff of the white rabbit. You know, so luckily this is only on test realm. Don't want to get rid of these just yet. I wonder if you can feed the marina items on accident. That'd be interesting to see what that brings. Okay. It doesn't look like you can feed them furniture items. Let's test that out though. Nope, they don't have that option yet. But this trash can button's not centered, so I wonder if they thought about adding a pet feed button right here. Can't feed them seeds, unfortunately. Yeah, you just can't. I mean, I don't think you can feed. Yeah, you can't feed them pet snacks off the side. Yeah. So let's test those holiday items out. So pilgrim hat. Nope, that's not it. Chill kiss. Bunny feet. Let's feed them that. Oh no, these are not the green wardens. Feed that. Bunny feet. Hey, I got 2. I got 2 intellect out of that. So 2 experience, it seems. So that's the window you get when you manage to give them some of your wisdom, apparently. So pet do I have? Grim Scarab, just filling out that form again. What did I feed the pet? Bunny feet. And I got 2 experience. Woot. 2 int. I'll just put as my experience. So let me see. Huh, that's interesting. Looks like the over on Central, Johnny posts the new star schools. So there's some people that have been questing ever since test room just opened. And it looks like the 2 new spells are actually called Berserk, or at least 2 new Astro spells are called Berserk and Mend from the Star School trainer. And it looks like Berserk is an extra 40% incoming, 30% outgoing damage. So it seems that Berserk, I guess you take more damage, 40% extra damage, but have an extra 30% outgoing damage for the next 4 turns. So it's kind of neat if none of the monsters are hitting you you know, you can increase some extra damage, I guess, 30% through a star bubble. And then men, which is plus 20% life for the next 4 rounds. So it looks like a regeneration spell for 0 pips, I think. So really good for tanks, I believe. I think I might get something like, I think a lot of schools will end up getting that for PvP, because any kind of recovery is, you know, is well sought after. So pretty neat. Let's see. Let's do some more feeding here. Let's go with those holiday wands. So Leprechaun's Bounty. Let's feed him that. You got 50 gold. Okay. How about the Sanguine Scepter? No, another 50 gold. How about the Scepters of Spring's Bounty? Yeah, 2 experience. Alright, so I don't know, it seems somewhat random. Here's a level 45 holiday wand. Let's feed him that. Another 2 will. That's interesting. How about a Scepter of the Spring? Another 2 experience. So it seems like it's holiday wands. Except, you know, I mean, there's some exceptions here. Staff the Querent, 100. Staff of the White Rabbit. This is a level 35 holiday wand. Another 50 gold. Alright. How about Heart Steel? Another Crown's item. Plus 2 experience. And then Edge of Resistance. You can feed your PvP items on accident, but you get only 1 gold. So watch out for that. Witch's Star Necklace. Gonna get rid of this. 3,000, which I could get a lot more at the bazaar, of course. Or selling it to a vendor. Same amount. Jewel of the Faint. Oh, and I got a weakness treasure card. That's funny. That's pretty cool. I wish you can feed treasure cards. I'd like to get rid of a few of those along the way. So, you know, that's that for feeding pets. Nothing too exciting, for sure. So I'm gonna grab some items off my other characters. Let's go ahead and start questing through this. Okay. So let's test some of this other stuff out. I wonder when they copy this over. It's my guy's in his combat gear on KBB 2.0. Okay, he still has a list somewhere in there. Rhino Fidget. So this is a long time ago. Like, I want to say about 7 days ago when they copied this over. So, but that's alright. You know what? I'll just stick to Grub Guardian for now for raising my pets, I suppose. Instead of having to play the dance game and the Mega Snacks all the time. I mean, seems like it's the only logical way, and there's no easy way to getting rid of these seeds now. Unfortunately, I was hoping to feed them, which makes a lot of sense. These are edible for pets, I would say. So I'm gonna, anyways, hop on over and give all my gear to my main Battleblood and maybe start up some stuff. Ooh, a lot of Elder right here. So even more Mega Snacks, of course. Payday. Okay. Let's baby Death Scarab. Alright, let's switch some pets over. Sure, let's move that, move that. Move both of these. And move these. Because I don't know if I need more resistance or more attack. It depends on what these monsters are like. Life Force Blade, yeah, I definitely want to move that over. Garnet Bear Claw for sure. Life Mastery, because I don't have it on the other one. And the R8, nope, can't trade that still. I think I used the 5%. Oh, I hope I didn't sell that ring, but if I did, it's okay. Ancient deck, yada yada. Alright. Let's see, gotta move all these snacks over. It's a shared bank. So yeah, as you can see, I've been just storing and refusing to train as much as I can on the live realm and just feeding what I can, or at least saving everything for the test realm, because now they're giving us even more limited crowns now that they understand, well, we can use it to raise pets, and they don't want us to use the test realm solely for raising pets alone. So only 25k this time. That's about 5 mega snack packs. So they obviously want us to focus our attention on something else. Okay. So hopping on here. I'm gonna meet up with Cassandra Hexthorn to begin questing whenever she gets on. So I'm gonna have this ridiculous. No, I'll have a different looking hat. Let me see. I'm excited to see this armor piercing in action. Not for PvP though. I'll be honest. I just want to see it for Frostbite Cape. I want to see it for PvE though, and how we can ignore some of the monsters like natural resistances if they have any. So I'm wondering, maybe these monsters will end up shielding again more often, and if not, maybe they have much more. Maybe they have universal resistance on them. You never know. So, I mean, if they start having universal resistance, that'd be kind of cool, I suppose. We'll no longer have our highest possible damage being shut out on them unless we have this piercing armor, or this armor pierce trait. So, it's a lot of rings. So I use Ring of Winterbite, and then let me see. I'm gonna use Tez. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna head off Skype here, so then doesn't lag me as much, and get rid of these update notes. And try to clear my desktop at this moment so then it's not as laggy. Let's see, Frostbite cape is intact. Frostbite boots, I'm a little mismatched. So okay. Antique deck, that's my farming gear. Let me go to my quest. I don't really have any quest decks anymore. Celestial deck. Yeah, I don't really have any questing decks per se. I guess O'Leary's deck winner would do, but I don't know if we'll survive. I'm pretty sure we will though. So I'm gonna head on to Mumble and then add in Hexy here to be joining me for the questing part. And experimenting. Hey Hexy.
Hello.
There she is. Okay. So, not knowing what these monsters have, I'm gonna put a lot more cards than usual. Of course. Get rid of some blizzards here. Kayla Emerald Heart says she just got an ostrich. Yay!
They're pretty funny looking.
Are they?
I'm riding one too.
Are they
yeah.
kind of goofy?
They're very goofy. They wear boots and a hat and goggles.
Oh. Well, that's new.
And like a tie. They're very funny.
A tie?
Yeah, it has like a scarf. So it's like a pilot.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's
cute.
Because it's a flightless bird. How ironic.
Wow. But yes, it's very funny.
Okay. Alright, I am ready to head out. I think Merle has some interesting news for me.
You can report to me. I'm standing in front of his castle.
In front of Merle?
Well, outside the castle, but I can go in if you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do that. Pegasus Spectral. Oh, that must be the Nightmare Mount.
No, I'm inside.
Okay. Alright, popping over to his house. It's very crowded on here, so it's going to be impossible to find an empty realm with just 4 realms. I mean, we're in Grey Rose and it says it's perfect, but out there, no, not really. Alright, Merle, what you got for me? Dire news from abroad.
We have a small crisis, which I hope you can help with. It involves travel to the world of Zafaria.
Ooh.
Professor Falmea created an exchange program for Ravenwood students to study abroad. But the class has become lost.
Oh no. So they lost some kids on a field trip, apparently.
It is a lush and vibrant land. Zafaria was once the home of Morganth.
Morganth used to live there, apparently. So now we gotta go see your teacher, Hexy. And let Zafaria load, apparently.
I've already let it load, so.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopping over to the dorms so I can get over there quicker. Skip the whole loading Wizard City and then loading Ravenwood scene. Alright, heading over to Falmea.
Look behind you, there's my ostrich.
Your ostrich? Is it an ostrich mount or a pet?
A mount.
Oh. That's going to be interesting to check out. Alright. Falmea, what you got?
Hello there, young wizard. I've been waiting for you.
Been waiting for me, huh? Ooh, some experience.
So Reginald Baxby and I created a student exchange program to Zafaria. My assistant, Lilo Sunchaser, led the first expedition. They were supposed to be studying, but the class and Professor Lilo have both
Lilo.
Your help investigating this mystery would be appreciated. Go and ask Sir Baxby for the spiral key.
So, Sir Baxby has this the supposed key. I'm 55% on Zafaria. Yeah. So heading over to Mr. Baxby, whom we haven't talked to for a while until we hit about Celestia, and we had to do a training point quest. Ooh, Mr. Lincoln has something for me. Something from a long time ago. Oh, this is the Wisteria quest line. I'll just ignore that for now. I haven't done it on main Battleblood, obviously.
See, look, ostrich.
Oh, that's funky. It's getting ready to fly, not?
Look at how he walks.
Like, that's funny.
And there's more ones. I bought the other two
Oh yeah?
as well. Yeah, we have the crocagator.
The crocagator. Whoa.
Yeah, here's the crocagator.
Oh my god, that thing's long and huge.
And that's a hippogriff. Sean Fire is riding a hippogriff.
Oh, I'm not seeing it right now, but it's
Oh,
loading.
well,
A hippogriff?
it's pretty funny.
Oh my
Yep.
lord. Haha. Take that, JK.
Hehehe.
Rowley. Hippogriff.
Yep. And I bought that one too.
That's hilarious.
Yep.
That's cute.
Headmaster Ambrose and Professor Palmaya told you about the student exchange program to Zafaria. I'm guessing
Wahoo.
one of the missing students is a Zafarian prince, Taziri Silver.
Taziri
His
Silver.
mum, the Oliphant Queen,
Oliphant.
ordered him. Take this
I'll stick with my
final
ostrich.
tour of Zafaria. Go through to Baobab Crossroads and look for Inyunga White Stripes. Inyunga's a witch doctor, but you can trust him to point you in the right direction to find the student.
Cool. So, now we have to find the Baobab Crossroads. So I'm assuming that there's a new door to our spiral
There is.
collection.
Yep.
Okay. You know, I'm gonna purchase some of these mounts. I don't know. I feel like I should save crowns for pet hat. Ooh, look at the XP boost it's given a the elixir.
Mhm.
That's funny. Leopard pet looks kind of cute.
Mhm.
Then the Sid Hayes staff, which gives it should be giving a power pip, they said.
Right. Yep.
And 20% extra percentage. Oh wow.
And it should say that there's I think it's a 65 plus only. I think that's
should
what they
be.
said it should say. Yeah.
It should be, yeah. But now this is available to anyone, so they have an extra 30%.
Yeah.
13% accuracy. My lord, what do you need all this
I don't need
accuracy
that.
for? Yeah, you don't. And then the Sid Head attire, which is 65 and up. That's a lot of critical rating added
Mhm.
everywhere, but since it's universal, I don't think it's that powerful. Because I know some schools get 50%, 50 critic rating on their hood. And this only gives 15, so
Yeah.
yeah, this is not. It doesn't seem like the best anything. But let's see how it looks. Oh, it's a fire robe. Okay. Well, I'm not interested, to be honest. Yeah, I don't want to purchase one of these mounts. I'm gonna save it for Mega Snacks. I care more
Come
about pets
on.
than anything. Yep.
Yeah. Well.
Oops. So. Here's Scarlet Iceblade. I met her on the test realm over in Wisteria when that came out. Here she is again. So hi. Sure. Since it's a test realm, I really don't have any. I don't have room here, but at the same time, I can make it since not everyone will be playing. So I can get rid of. Okay. She's not accepting. Heading out to Zafaria. Let's do it. Do. I'll add her as we go. Maybe she'll have it opened at this time. Nope, not yet. Okay. So, Zafaria. Three pages. Look at that. Ooh. Zafaria is like a bunch of tree houses or something. Alright, entering, making way into this new world. Alright, now we're gonna see a bunch of people loaded here because of the just 4 realms with, you know, trying to house this many people. And here we go. Here we have a setting sun apparently in the back over here. There's nothing behind the spiral door. Just some ramps. Ooh, there's some mistwood right down there. And you've got this kind of the scarlet sky, so you got this kind of setting sun, well, setting. And you got some zebra and stripes and like African art. Some flags hanging down here. So here's white stripes. I like that deep kind of, it's calming for a voice.
The mighty tree of life that ties together all the lands of Zafaria. Zafaria can be a wonderful place, but we stand before the shadow of the wall. The night comes cold. Sinister agents, terrible monsters wander the land, and once good people turn hard. Last night, the fire feather Umlino sun chaser took their steeds out to the savannah to meet their next tribes.
Oh snap, no he didn't.
But God is available. Find out what he knows and then return.
Blood tooth. Let me see if I can boost my way through here. I know I didn't turn in some quests, and I'm hoping that I didn't turn in... Nope, I did turn in every quest. That's a mistake. But at least second Battleblood will be ready. So I'm gonna do a little exploring here just to check out this area. Maybe we'll find the maybe find Zeke in one of the items we're supposed to search for. So let's find Zeke in any new world, just so we can add another training point to our inventory. We've got some nice huts right here. I'm sorry it's really laggy. There's a fruit that I guess we'll be picking up later on. A little statue right here that's being carved currently, but it's supposed to be a gorilla head.
Looks like it's just covered over in moss.
Or that too, yeah. Here's a platform for something. I don't know, but here's a spiral sun. Maybe we'll learn some magic up here or something. We have the Zebran's citizens or residents. Got an elephant head up here with this cave. I'm not sure what this cave is. It's the marketplace. And here's what the map looks like. So you've got the crown, the outskirts, the Zamunda outskirts. Bluntooth is the next NPC we're supposed to see, and then the market out here in the savannah down here. So that's cool. Pretty cool. Let's go find Zeke. We got a waterfall here. No secret passages. I'm always looking for secret passages in games. Bridge up here. Well, this is pretty cool. This goes up to the crown, wherever this is. Oops. Went too far. Wow, so you got this big town that's just waiting for you. It's nothing like Winter Tusk, where that was just... Winter Tusk was automatically a battlefield as soon as you entered it. So we've got some interesting NPCs here. Ooh, a counselor. Is he walking around?
I don't think so.
There's some transformations. We see some good hearts in here. Some NPCs loading. Kind of Mr. Broken Fang. Poor guy. He's getting old. Looks like it's royalty. And then we have Professor and Zeke and the Seamstress over on the eastern side. So gonna climb up here, visit some areas, and wrap our way around over to Zeke. So here they are. What is this? A dormitory. Okay, well, looks like it's part of quest then. Got the seamstress here. So Zeke's gotta be close by. Here he is, but he doesn't have a quest for me. That is
Oh, he
odd.
doesn't? He has a quest for me.
Uh-oh. Something I didn't do then.
Yeah.
That's not
Hey, it's the monkeys with two
good.
E's.
Monkeys. They had a TV series for that. But yeah, so
There's
that's
a
just
small
a sneak
troop of
peek,
monkeys.
and I'm gonna
Oh, it's a
adventure.
sock monkey.
Wonder why he's not giving me my training point quest, even though I have all the training points, I believe, except for Pig's Wicks, which should not affect me.
Maybe
I did do Winter Tusk, I believe.
you have to talk to more than one person in the beginning, because I talked to 2 or 3 people.
Did you?
Yeah, so I don't know if maybe that's it.
We'll
Or
find out.
if-
Eventually. I'm not sure what happened here,
Mhm.
but I'm missing that quest. So, anyways, I'm gonna leave it for the stream for leave the stream for now, and then we'll pick up some more if there is anything else. But thanks for checking it out, and hope you enjoy the test room yourself. Hope you're enjoying Zafaria. So have a good night. This is just day 1, checking out the new features and visiting the intro of Zafaria. Peace.